Did my words not turn out right? No, I try not to hurt you. Oh, I try, and I guess that's why they say the rose has its thorn. Just like every night as it's gone, just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn. What's up, vinyl community? How's it going today? I'm Peaches. Welcome back to episode, what is it, 11 or 12 now? Can't remember. I'm getting a lot of them underneath my belt. That's for sure. Well, when you think of Every Rose Has Its Thorn, you think of power ballads, right? And when you think of power ballads, who was one of the kings? Yeah, that's right. Poison. Today we're going to go over the P's in my 80s metal collection and a few other things, all right? Cool. This, by the way, is Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray is an alien from another galaxy, okay? But he just so happens to be made out of one big solid chunk of cherry wood. He's my co-host today. I told you guys a while back that I was into woodworking, and I carved this guy out of a solid chunk of cherry wood with a chainsaw and a grinder and a sander, and molded him to what he is today. Yeah, that's Mr. Gray. Everybody say hi. All right, all right. So what do we got on the vinyl countdown today? All right. On my last video, I told you guys about this great trip we had, about an hour and a half out to the house, and we did a bunch of pickups. And you know what? We just could not get enough of it. So what we did is we went out today and did a very similar thing, but we stayed within the boundaries of the city, so to speak. Right around outside of the city, but we stayed within the bounds of the city, and I could not believe the solid gold we picked up today. Just some amazing, amazing little finds. So we got, yeah, recent pickups, like hours ago. Yeah, hours ago we picked all this stuff up. We'll do the P's, and that's about it. So without further ado, let's start off this episode of the Vinyl Countdown. All right. Did you guys like my guitar playing? I'm a little out of practice. Too much time looking for vinyl, you know what I'm saying? All right. Why don't we do a little show and tell first? Actually, well, it's not show and tell. This is a recent pickup. I went into the record store, and I told them, I told the chick behind the counter, I'm like, hey, can you help me find a record? I got really bad eyesight. She says, what do you mean? I'm like, well, just can you help me go find something? It's hard to see in here. She goes, oh, sure. You have bad eyesight? And I said, yeah. She's like, oh, you're just in time. Come with me. So she takes me to the back aisle, and she says, hey, we just got this Pink album in 24-inch vinyl. I'm like, no way. No way. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, we went to the record store today. And I hope Billy Hurst is watching right now, because he's going to lose it. Billy Hurst loves Pink, from what I understand. We had a recent conversation on the, the comments below. Yeah, Billy Hurst loves Pink. He just picked up a bunch of the issues that she's got. So did we. But when we were at the store today, we ended up picking up it's a 24 by 24 inch foam core promo poster for Pink's new album. So this is totally something that my wife is digging right now, big time. As you can see behind us, she's got the huge, Pink poster usually, but you can't see because Mr. Gray is here today. That's right. So yeah, that was part of the pickups today. Awesome, awesome Pink poster. Definitely. We're going to have to find a frame for her. Big time. All right. So what did we pick up today? Let me show you. Let me show you. Let's start off. We picked up a few tapes. Let's start off with those. Went to Goodwill. Did a little snooping around. Queensryche Empire. H to the yeah. H to the yeah. One of the most kick butt albums of all time. 99¢. You can read it right on there. 99¢. Awesome. Awesome deal. Queensrÿche Empire. One of my faves. Here's another one. This is going to help my multiple copies. Definitely. Extreme Porno Graffiti 2. Oh, I already showed you that. Got you guys that one on vinyl. Yeah. You know, I'm not too keen. I gotta tell you right now, I'm not too keen on cassette tapes. Why? Because I would probably consider it the worst mediums there is, or medias there is for music. Super sensitive, super, super susceptible to failure. You know, you get it close to a magnet, it's ruined. You don't know if you're gonna buy one that's been close to a magnet and it's been ruined. You don't know. You take your chances with tapes. They break. They get, you get the fish nest, or the bird's nest in the tape player and all that. And yeah, but I can't pass them up for some reason. I just can't. I have to have them. And since we got that new console tape player that you saw on the last episode, why not? Why not stock up on them? They're kind of like, it's like buying pieces of gum, they're pretty cheap. And here is the third tape we found today. Completely kick butt. Went down to St. Vinny's thrift store. Andrew Dice Clay. Ha ha! Talk about some 80s memorabilia right there. If you're from the 80s and you're my age and you know all the stuff about the 80s, you definitely know who Andrew Dice Clay is. Yeah, hickory dickory dock. La la la. Yeah, you know the joke. Definitely. So, yeah, we're going to have to take a listen to that one later. Big time. Big time. Found a couple of CDs at the thrift store. Yep. This one I'm missing on vinyl, and I want it because I'm a sap for power ballads. Mr. Big. Love the one who wants to be with you. Yes. Pretty good album. Pretty good album. I'll listen to it. But I don't have it on vinyl, and I wish I did. And then I'm going through the row, right? We found this Mr. Big album, and I'm going down the row of CDs, and there's Mr. Big, the single of the power ballad, To Be With You. Yeah. I'm like, whoa. Whoa, horse. Picked up both of them. I'm like, why not? 99¢, what a bargain. All right. Let's get on with the vinyl finds. The vinyl finds for today. These were all today, all right? And it's just as good as last time, if not better, all right? We're going to start out with something pretty standard, but we wanted to pick this one up for the sister-in-law's Christmas present, so don't tell anybody, all right? Yeah, don't tell her, all right? Huey Lewis. This album has so many hits on it, I think it's going to run away. Definitely. Yeah, so many hits, it looks like Mike Tyson got a hold of it. Definitely. Huey Lewis in the News. Man. We saw these guys down at Alpine Valley with Jimmy Buffett a couple years ago, and I'm telling you what, it was a blast. I had never really seen the proverbial coconut bra before. Yeah, but when we went to see Jimmy Buffett, I got a glimpse of it. Definitely, Huey Lewis was a big-time good time. Down at Alpine Valley, Wisconsin. Really good stuff. All right. You guys are not going to believe this. I'm like, hey, my wife was standing next to me, and I'm looking through the movie soundtracks at this antiques mall that we went to. And I'm like, I have never seen this one before. Yeah. Robert Downey Jr., Less Than Zero soundtrack. You want to talk about an awesome lineup on this album. I am not kidding. This is probably, it can be really hit and miss. We all know this, okay? We all know that it can be really hit and miss with soundtracks. Not all soundtracks are like Top Gun and the Lost Boys, okay? But this one, yes, it made it. It made it. I look, Okay, here's the people. I got to go through this lineup for you on this Less Than Zero soundtrack. Aerosmith, Roy Orbison, Poison, LL Cool J, Glenn Danzig. Yes, Danzig, mother. Yeah, he's on here. And you know what's really awesome about this? They spelt his first name wrong on the album. It's G-L-E-N on here, not G-L-E-N-N. Yeah, you can see it. I don't know if you can read that. Yeah, G-L-E-N, Glenn Danzig. And then it says Glenn Danzig and the Power and Fury Orchestra. Very interesting. Slayer's on here. Slayer does a version of Inagata Davida. Yeah, Davida. Inagata Davida by Slayer. Sounds pretty neat. Yeah. All right. Then we got Public Enemy. What is that? Something else. And then Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Orange Juice Jones. I don't know who that is. And the Bangles. Wow. You guys, check out this album. If you ever see it anywhere, pick it up. Definitely. It's a goodie. It's definitely a goodie. You don't see Robert Downey Jr.? Are you kidding me? He's Iron Man. Right. You guys are really, this one's going to really blow your mind. All right, I'm gonna set the vinyl aside here. I could not believe it. Once again, almost a face melter. Almost filled my drawers. Little Shop of Horrors. Original copy. The soundtrack. This is unbelievably amazing. My jaw hit the floor. If you know the 80s or you came from the 80s, you're going to know Little Shop of Horrors. Awesome, awesome movie. Yeah, the plant that like ate everybody. Let's get a look at the gatefold. Woof. Yummy, yummy. Little shop of horrors, little shop. Definitely. That's the guy, that's the dude from Ghostbusters, the Keymaster guy or whatever. Yeah. Definitely. You guys, I can't believe I found this. This one's going to get like bronzed and put on the wall. Definitely. I'm thinking of picking up a frame for this one and throwing it on the wall. Little Shop of Horrors. Woo! That is almost a face melter. Okay, here's another really awesome one. This one we picked up new. What an album. Puddle of Mud. Yeah, the good one. She it hates me. Yeah. Bleep bleep, a bleepity bleep. Yeah, good stuff. Come clean. Get a look at the back there. So many good tunes on this. This one's not a gatefold, but what it is a music on vinyl limited edition. 1,000 copies on clear vinyl. 180 gram. Definitely. Let's pull this bad boy out. This is my first clear vinyl, by the way. My wife showed this to me and I'm like, yes, I concur. I concur. Let's get that. What a beautiful record. I mean, you say, oh, clear? Boring. No, I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. Very nice. You know, and it says audio file quality on there as well. And it's good. I threw it on the record player quick before we started the video. And I'm telling you, she doesn't hate me. And then we got this came inside too. It's a nice pamphlet. It's really nice packaging. You know, they didn't stuff it onto 2 albums, you know, 2 records. They didn't stuff it in a gatefold. It's just a nice straight jacket, 180 gram, clear vinyl, really nice choice. And then they put a nice informational pamphlet in there. I love the compromise for this packaging. Definitely smart move on their part. But Puddle of Mud, wow, aren't they metal? They start with a P. We're doing the P's today, but they're not from the 80s. I would call them metal. I would definitely call them metal. It's like these guys and Shinedown and all them. Are they metal? I think they're metal. I mean, if you kind of took away all the things you knew about them and just put them on, you'd probably say metal. Yeah. I can't wait. I only listened to the first side. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the other side, or listening to the other side. I love that clear vinyl. All right, this one, just for the heck of it, we couldn't pass it up. It was sitting there at the thrift store, and we're like, why not? It's $1. Yeah. Just for the heck of it, Vanna, pick me a letter. Ha! If you came from the 80s, you gotta know this song. Vanna, pick me a letter. You know, and up until a short while ago, I always thought that Cheech and Chong sang this song. I don't know why I did. It was just something that they would do. But it's not Cheech and Chong. They're back there playing games with their motorcycles. Nice. Vanna, pick me a letter. It's from the game show, you know? Definitely. For $1, why not? Why not? All right. We're finally... How's it going, Mr. Gray? You hanging in there? He's all cracked up. Definitely. It took a while to make him. He's pretty fancy. He's got a lot of finish all over him. I don't know if you can see the details in the cherry wood, but it's super awesome. My wife calls him Mr. Gray. Perfect name, perfect name. All right, let's start the P's. What do we think of when it comes to the P's? Yeah, Poison. Here's that carnival mirror I showed you from the 80s, man. You know, whenever you went down to the carnival with the dudes, with your high tops and your holes in your jeans, and you could hear that music playing in the distance, and you can smell the corn dogs and blacktop and people screaming and the sounds of the rides. Yeah, who did you hear in the distance? It was Poison or Motley Crue playing on huge speakers. Then there was some guy like Joe Dirt running the ride. Yeah, you remember Joe Dirt, the movie? Top notch. You have to see it. Joe Dirt, man. He was, yeah, the carnival dudes. We called them carnies. Yeah, and they were like the scariest people. It's like, hey, don't touch that guy. He stinks. Yeah, definitely. So let's start it out. Let's do it. Here's an original copy of Poison. Look what the cat dragged in. Boy, did these guys hit the strip. They hit the Sunset Strip with the rest of all of them. They were putting up posters. Hey, come and check out our band. They were tripping over everybody else's toes, like Metallica, Motley Crue, Quiet Riot, Twisted Sister. They were all down there. But Poison was a little bit on the glammy side. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look. Yeah, they were on what everybody's calling the glammier side of metal. Bubblegum rock, bubblegum metal, whatever they want to call it. I call it Poison, and I love it. What a fun band. They are, I would say that Poison was probably the most fun band of the 1980s. There was nothing that wasn't fun about them. I mean, they were goofy. They fooled around all the time. They put on a great show. I mean, Lime Green, how can you go wrong? Bret Michaels is a really fun-loving guy. Really fun-loving guy. He's really positive. Here is the next one. Poison, Open Up and Say Ah. Unbelievably awesome album. This is a total carny record. Going down to the carnival, checking out all the chicks. Some of us were smoking. I wasn't, but oh well. you know, hide behind the trailer down at the carny and have a cigarette. That's what kids used to do back then. But here, check this out. I should have used this for Ronnie's record room contest because I got this one. I got this one. I got this one. And I got this one. Yeah, here's the, let me set these down. Do you think I like Poison a little bit? Here is an original copy. I showed this to you guys in probably, what, my second video maybe? This is an original copy of Open Up and Say Ah. This is the one that first came out where it had the uncensored cover. This cover right here was banned. Okay? And then they came out with this one, you know, as the alternative. A lot of people were starting to complain back then, you know, about what the lyrics were and what the pictures depicted. And all these old ladies got up, you know, their undies in a bundle, and they all took on the whole hair metal crowd. And the singer from Twisted Sister went into court and got into a big battle. What is it? Dee Schneider, I think his name is, from Twisted Sister. He went into court and he took on all these chicks that seemed to have a problem with hair metal. And so that's where, you know, and he did a good job. He defended everything, you know, really well. And then what ended up from that is they put the little, you know, parental advisory sticker on there. And that's what came from that deal. But little did the church-going moms know that that was going to sell like quadruple the amount of albums that they originally were selling. And you can check these facts out in the documentaries about metal. But this copy here is still sealed. What is it, 1988 or 1987 or something like that? Yeah, I'm super proud to own this. Still factory sealed original copy of the uncensored version of Open Up and Say Ah. Nice. Your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. Lots of fun. All right. Here's one that you just don't get your hands on very often. This is another one. Poison, Flesh and Blood. This is the one that came out when I was just getting out of high school. Just getting out of high school. This is the album that has that song, Unskin It, Bop Bop. Yeah, just blows me away. This one is super hard to find. If you go out in the wild, I'm going to say it again, okay? If you go out into the wild and you find this album, consider yourself Peter Pan. You are a skilled individual out in the wild if you can find this album. Man, I'm telling you. This is another thing, you know, if you remember, if you're my age or a little bit older or just a tad bit younger, you'll remember that back in about that 1990, 1991 range, there was no such thing as vinyl anymore. Hardly at all. Everyone had Alpine CD players in their cars. Everybody had a big stereo. CDs were the newest thing, the best thing. They bragged about the quality. So everybody jumped on board. It was all about being able to take your music with you wherever you went. And especially in your car. This was a thing for teenagers. If you can fit your stereo and your hair metal collection in your car, you will never come home ever again. That was our attitude. You know what I'm saying? You can just cruise the highway with your whole setup with you. It was at that time groundbreaking. You know what I'm saying? It was like we didn't have iPhones. You know, we didn't have the technology and the internet and all those things back then that we have now. You know, so that was the next best thing to us, was taking our music with us. So yeah, Poison, Flesh and Blood. What else can I say? Some really good songs. Really good era. No bubblegum necessary. I can see you guys. Some of you guys are going to give me flack about that. Poison sucks. Okay, whatever. At the time, they were cool, though. You know what I'm saying? And they can sit on my shelf anytime they want. Okay, here's the last one that I have for the P's in the 80s metal category. Have you guys ever heard of this? This was a blind buy for me. Precious Metal. Chick group. Chick metal band. If you guys know anything about these chicky doos, tell me in the comments below. Because I had never heard of these guys. It's, you know, that obscure, less popular stuff. But wow, if any chick band, I'll take a chance on them. Definitely. I love chick bands. Definitely. I showed you guys that girl school stuff. And then coming up, you know, we got Vixen coming up in the ranks here pretty soon. Yeah. But yeah, Precious Metal. Look at that hair. Seriously. Man, I wish everybody had hair like that these days. And you can see that right there. You see that there's like a radio station stamp on there. Kind of neat. Kind of retro. I like that. But it doesn't say Gold Stamp Promo on it anywhere. Not as far as I can see. But yeah, let me know if you guys know anything about this Precious Metal. The band. Alright? Well, that looks like we're all done with the P's. And coming up, it's going to get a lot interesting. And you know who's in the queues. There's a lot of good stuff in the queues. Like monumental stuff in the queues. So, I hope you guys had a good time with Mr. Gray. He's kind of quiet today. He's a little quiet. Doesn't have much to say today. I get like that when I don't have enough coffee either. But I'm full of french fries right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Vinyl Countdown. I'm Peaches. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright? We'll talk to you later.